It is Sunday. And you're all probably wondering, what in the hell is Captain Jack wearing? Because it is still football season. But technically, because the Raiders are no longer playing football, I need to turn this down so I can still hear it. I don't want to have any YouTube strikes. There we go. Because if I can't hear it, then you guys can't hear it. I saw a Facebook user says, "Hey, Captain." Oh, was that you, Ron? Had to switch to the tube. That sounds like a personal problem. Oh, this is going to be fun. Dallas is attempting a 43-yard field goal, and it is good. Okay, so it is good. So now they're only down 4. And again, with Maher, and it looked like it was going right. It looked like it was going right. But it went through. So Dallas is now down 12-16. Or 16-12, chasing 4. We got some folks in here tonight. I'm sure that was probably Ron. Ron McClendon from Virginia. How you doing there, Ron? Good to see you. Ruben's in the house. CRF16. That's Ruben. Jacqueline Jones, my wonderful gal from Las Vegas, is here. Hollywood! Every time I see Hollywood, he's making me laugh. I think of the Japanese guy in the movie 1941, where he gets out of the submarine and he looks at the Ferris wheel that's in LA. And you guys from LA, I'm sure you guys can tell me what beach is that, or what pier is that? What pier is that with the Ferris wheel from 1941? I know Hollywood knows because he's from Hollywood. Good to see you, brother. I'm about 25 seconds ahead of Ruben. Ruben, I'm way ahead of you there. I'm more than 25 seconds ahead of you. Matthew 72007, thank you for coming in. As you can see now, if you look on YouTube, he has a flag next to him, which is a pirate flag. That means he is a member. One thing I have to admit, and I'll admit this, and I'm a little, I wasn't lazy this weekend, but I was involved. Yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday, I went and had to do some things for my car. Then I got my new bull of a watch. Oh, cool bull of a watch. Beautiful. Had to get some links taken out of that. Went and got some. I did other things. I took a nap. And then yesterday, I basically watched football. Today, I went to the RV show over here locally, which is why I want to say, where is it? I know I have it. Oh, here it is. Shine, shine, shine. For my folks, my peeps over at, what is it? I want to get the rep right. RCP America. Shine, shine, shine. Put that shine on your tires. Because I'm walking out and it was close to the end. I'm walking out. And the guy said, up, gotta get rid of gotta get rid of these. And I'm like, gotta go myself. And so I was back and forth with the guys, and I was hanging out because he said shine, 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 and I said shine, shine, shine. And like Hollywood always says, and I admit this, if you want something, ask for it. The worst they can do is not give it to you. The worst they can do is not give it to you. But look who scored a full bottle free of OJ the Juice tire dressing. Me. Why? Because I asked for it. Because I was hanging out with them. Great guys. But I told them, I said, hey, I'm not going to take a bottle for free. I'm going to make sure I give you a product endorsement. So from RCP America, OJ the Juice tire dressing from the gentleman over at the RV show today over at the Florida State Fairgrounds. This is, I think, about $45. I think it's about $45, but it got a product endorsement. So I told them, I said, hey, watch the show, watch the show, watch the show. So hopefully they'll come in. So OJ the Juice, go get your OJ the Juice from RCP America. Great product. Will shine, shine, shine your tires. Oh, and Wood says it's the Santa Monica Pier. Hollywood! Santa Monica Pier. Was that the same pier that at the end of the movie with Michael Douglas, where he had like a bad day? He was fired, and he was fired from his job, and his mom didn't know he was fired from his job, and he's going to go and get his kid at a birthday party down at like Venice Beach. Was going to that place, but he didn't. He was going to that apartment to go get the kid, but then at the end, I'm okay. Spoiler alert. Michael Douglas dies. At the end, the cops draw on him. He has a water pistol. He has a water pistol, and he draws his water pistol, and the cops shoot. But I think that was the Santa Monica Pier. I'm not sure. Falling down. Thank you there, Kojo. Hey, Raider Kojo. Raider Kojo. And by the way, if you want to check out some more Raider content, Raider content with Raider Kojo, who does his shows on his channel. Go check out Raider Kojo on his YouTube channel. He has his shows on Thursday right after mine. I do mine at 9 o'clock Eastern. He does his at 9, 10, 11. So 11 o'clock Eastern, which is when I sign off. So 11 o'clock Eastern, which is 8 o'clock Pacific, something like that. Whenever mine are done, he does his shows. So check out Raider Kojo, and thank you. Falling Down 1993. Ruben said it as well. Thank you to Ruben. Thank you there, Kojo. And it is the Santa Monica Pier. Okay, Willie Wayne's in the house. Thank to see you. Sap thought I was talking about moonshine. Shine, shine, shine. No, again, RCP tire dressing. And awesome. Yeah, thank you there. Velvet's in the house. Thank you there, Velvet. Hello. A Facebook user. Thank you, Facebook user. I don't know who you are, though. Because unless you do all of the chabs where you allow your information, I don't know. I'm apologizing. Thank you for watching on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on Twitter, here's the other thing. If you're watching on Twitter, I can't see nada. Can't see nada. Please come over to YouTube. Falling Down. 19. That was a good movie. I am not economically viable. I'm not economically viable. I remember that line too. That was one of those good lines from it where a gentleman was protesting outside of a bank, and they arrested him. By the way, Falling Down had Robert Duvall and the gal from the original. What was that Martian movie with Schwarzenegger? The original. It was the Hispanic Mexican gal was in that. That was Robert Duvall's partner. Rachel Ticotin, I think is her name. Rachel Ticotin. I might be mispronouncing her name. Michael Douglas as well. The gal that was in The gal that was Michael Douglas's ex-wife was the gal that was the psycho in The Natural that was that put a bullet in Robert Redford's belly. That chick, I can't remember what her name is. But Total Recall, yeah, Total Recall, yeah, with the original one, yeah. Total Recall was it, Rachel Ticotin, and she was Robert Duvall's partner in that. Falling Down was a very good movie. Of course. Chris Collins worthless. I like that. Couldn't stop talking about Mahomes. All it needs to be said. At the also, I figured Jeff get no calls from rest. They were all over the Chiefs nuts as usual. Yeah, and I admit this. I actually picked the Jags because I thought that there would be enough going for them, and that the Chiefs would just get a dose. But again, it is the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Cincinnati Bengals, who they've lost to 3 times in a row. Twice last year, once this year. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that they lose to them a 4th time. But such is life. I'm still watching this. The Niners are up 16-12, 7:24 to play in the 4th quarter. So, like Ruben says, I'm about 25. Ruben, I'm way ahead of you. But George Kittle made a hell of a catch on the last possession. Oh, while I'm here, Hollywood, I forgot. Can you send me video of me dancing as Captain Jack? Because I know Hollywood Loretta Raider has some, if possible. Some video of me I need it. And I got pictures. I'll find pictures of us too. I was asked for that. Giants game was a beatdown. Yes, the Giants game was so bad. How bad was it? It was so horrible. I turned it off to watch a movie. Because it wasn't entertaining. At least the Jags game was entertaining. You actually had a chance, like maybe the Jaguars could do it. But when they had the 2 turnovers in 3 plays, that's all she wrote. All she wrote. Hey, thanks, Loretta. I know what your name is, but I don't want to blast it out here. And thank you. She said, yes, she will put it together. I need to send it to somebody. But Saf comes in with some good stuff. Let's see what Saf says. Tons of draft picks. Could add more with the Carr trade. Could be a great offseason if we hit on draft and free agents. Agreed. So many wasted years on bad picks and terrible free agents. Time to turn it around. Agreed. And why is it that if you look at all of the bad drafts, pardon me, if you look at all of the bad drafts that the Raiders have had for years, that's a first down by McCaffrey. Oh, no, it's not McCaffrey. It's the other guy. What's his name? Mitchell. Remember all those horrible picks that we had if we would have taken this guy? Like I said, we could have had Aaron Rodgers. We didn't have Aaron Rodgers. We could have had Larry Fitzgerald. We didn't have Larry Fitzgerald. We could have had Megatron. We didn't have Megatron. All those picks. And it's been compounded again and again and again. Can we finally get a draft together? Brian, thank you for being here. Remember, if you please like, share this up. Share up the YouTube link. Matthew, again, thank you for being a member of my channel. You too can be a member by pushing join on the YouTube channel. I don't see Carr doing Raiders any favors with getting traded. I see him getting cut. Yes and no. I can see it. It's a matter of do you want to cut off your nose to spite your face? You want to make a statement to the Raiders that you don't want them, you don't want to help them. But by the same token, do you really think, honestly, here, let me get close to the camera. Okay, I'm looking at you, camera. Do you really think a team thinks that Derek Carr is worth a $30 million contract and a $40 million contract and a $42 million contract? No. If he's a free agent, he's going to have to try to make his own money, right? But if you trade him, and then maybe he can renegotiate. But yeah, I just don't think that he's going to make that much money. Likely not. I agree. And thank you there, Ms. Velvet. Brock Purdy back to pass. Being chased down. It was 3rd and 10. He did not get the first down, but he is still running clock. 4th down, 3 minutes, 34 seconds in the fourth quarter. And Robbie Gould comes on. And here's pretty much the ball game. Because remember, with all of the woes that Dallas has, yeah, if Robbie Gould makes this, remember Robbie Gould missed that field goal at the end of regulation, and then he obviously, like 3 plays later in overtime against the Raiders, he was true. Let's see, ball is down, kick is up, kick is through. So now the Niners are up by 7. 19-12, 3 minutes and 4 seconds left. Dallas has to score a touchdown. I don't see how many timeouts. I didn't see. I don't see how many timeouts they have, but they also have to have their point. Oh, Velvet refuses to have the whiners on their TV. I get it. I mean, it's Sunday and I'm doing a show. I get it. And I agree. I've been hard on Carr for the last few years, but now with him, most likely not, I'm afraid of what McDummy. Ooh. We'll do next. So just remember him in Denver, and it looks the same. Well, Brian, that was what, 15 years ago? I mean, I am not going to sit and say he's made some peculiar calls this year. I get it. But remember when you were, because he was like a 30-something, he was like 32, right? When he was in Denver. So let's say he was 32. 15 years ago, he's what, 47-ish, right? Do you remember when you were early 30s and how much you were, matured you were, how much more mature you were 15 years later, from early 30s to your late 40s? I mean, it's possible. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Unlike a lot of people here who always went after Carr, who always went after McDaniels, I look at things face value. Carr had some great games. He had some really crappy games. Gruden had some good coaching games. He had some crappy games, right? And Bisaccia, the team played so well for Rich Bisaccia. They played so well for Rich Bisaccia, but he couldn't do anything to get him to the next level. X's and O's. I'm talking X's and O's. So we'll see. Would you want Richardson as our quarterback? I see a lot of talk about the Raiders interested in him. Matthew, my answer is no. Because in order to draft Richardson, you'd have to get him in the first round. And I don't want to waste a first-round pick on Richardson. He's a Gator. That's not being anti-Gator. I think the kid has a lot of potential. He can run. God, he can run. He can run over people, and he's fast too. He's fast, and he can run over people. He has a cannon for an arm. But if you're not on target, he's not on target a lot. Do you want another Tim Tebow? He needs to work on his being on target. What do you call it? There's a name for it. Being on target. Consistency. That's one word. I always get the word right. It must be capital old age disease. Consistency. He's not consistent, and he needs to work on getting the ball to the target. So, who would you like them to pick in the draft? I'm glad you asked that. I don't want a quarterback. I want the best defensive player for a scheme fit. And, nice pass. Incomplete to, is that Gallup? Yeah, Gallup had it. 3rd and 10 for Dallas now. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Michael Gallup had a step on the corner. Oh, apologies. He had like 3 steps on the corner. But the ball was not there. George Kittle liked the fact he can get it. And Matthew says Jalen Carter for us. That would be a great get. Dak steps up and is brought down for a sack. On 3rd and 10, it is now 4th and 10, 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Clock is still running. Dallas has 3 timeouts. San Francisco has 2 timeouts. Did Dallas take a timeout? No, they didn't. Okay, they didn't take a timeout. That's kind of stupid. Oh, they're punting. Really? Oh, because they got 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning. Okay, and here's the other thing. Is this Mike McCarthy's last game as the Dallas coach? So I think it could be. Fair catch by the Niners. I didn't see like the 46th, 41. I'm going to see. But 205 left, and you're punting? Down 7? I don't know. D'Amico Ryans, I think, 205, 3 timeouts plus the 2 minutes. So, okay, maybe, but that's, you're gonna airmail it. Yeah, I was surprised they punted 2. Velvet's gonna barf. Okay, we'll see. Defensive tackle and a 3rd-round quarter. Thank you, Wood, because there's going to be the kid from Stanford. In the 3rd. Although you might have a 1st down for Kittle. Wow. So 1st down at 158. 2-minute warning is at 158. So 1st down for the Niners. Personally, I'm gonna call this. Personally, I think the Niners win this game, and I think it's a Niners-Chiefs rematch. That's what I think. Just looking at what I look at. Niners are strong, got a defense, have decent offense, because Cowboys got a decent defense. I don't think the Eagles have got a great defense. So I think the Niners go in the NFC. And because I don't think the Bengals are going to beat the Chiefs for a 4th straight time. The only reason why they might is because of Mahomes' injury. I can always hope. can't stand the Chiefs either, obviously. But I don't know if they have enough. Is it in the fridge by Chick Hearns? What are we talking about? I hate the 49. Is it in the fridge by Chick? Wood, I have no clue what you're talking about. Is it in the fridge by Chick Hearns? You're gonna have to, yeah. And I don't have my phone with me. I'm actually charging it up. I like it. Bengals Niners. Yeah, I think so. I think Bengals Niners. I'm sorry. I take apologies. I think Chiefs Niners. Chiefs Niners, not Bengals Niners. I think Bengals are not going to win. Bengals Niners by Brian. Dallas is depending on the defense now. Yep, Lance. What did Lance say? I got to go back for Lance. Oh, I hate the Niners. Yeah, Velvet does too. Philadelphia and the Bengals. Okay, Saf. I gave you my opinion. I just think that the Chiefs are going to beat the Bengals, and I think the Niners are going to beat the Eagles. I think the Niners are going to beat the Eagles. They're a better team. Matthew 7200 says the mock I did, Bryce Young was still there. No. So was Will Levis. Who would be the better option? Which defenders were there, Matthew? I don't want Bryce Young. If all of the defenders that I want are gone, here's what I would do at that. We're picking at 7. Bryce Young is still there and Will Levis is still there. Trade down. Because somebody wants a quarterback. That's what I would do. I think that I would trade down and get as many draft picks. Somebody wants a quarterback. And I don't want to pick a quarterback in the first round. And Brian, yes, I know that Mahomes is hurt, but, I think it's kind of scripted. They want Mahomes back. Purdy better not make a mistake. I don't think he will. The Laker comments would put the game in the fridge. We knew the – okay. Okay. Now I get – now we put that game in the fridge. We knew the Lakers would win. Okay. Now I got you. And I was like, I knew who you were talking about. With Chick Hearn. The biggest thing I love about Chick Hearn was when they were doing the movie Fletch, and Chick Hearn did the interview with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And, of course, was it Chevy Chase is dreaming this, so he's Fletch, of course. And he's like, Fletch, who's 6'0", nice run. That's a first down. With 1:47 to go, that's Mitchell. That's game, man. That's game. I mean, you can use your 2 timeouts, but you don't have enough. Put the game in the fridge. I hate their damn chant. Oh, I don't know. Velvet, I don't know what a Niner chant goes like. So is that like Bang Bang Niner Gang? Is that what you're talking about? Bang Bang Niner Gang? I don't know. Can't stand that. Dumbass went out of bounds. Yeah, that is true. Should have stayed in bounds. I'll show that. So we are on, Dallas. Dallas took a timeout. So second down, 1:41 left. Game's done. Once you see the egg on screen, you can't unsee it. Once you see the egg on screen, you can't unsee it. That's the one. Oh, yeah, Bang Bang. It's stupid. In fact, Hollywood was saying Bang Bang Raider Gang when during the Niners weekend. And look at that. We lose to the Niners, and we're like 1. And I'm sorry to say, I know that if Mike Sarah was in here, Oh, it wasn't a touchdown. Yeah, it was. It would have been a touchdown to Davante Adams. Would have been a touchdown to Davante Adams. It was there. What's it? Laker can put the game in the fridge when you knew the Lakers would win. Okay. There's one more run, second and third down. That's another timeout. Dallas takes their last timeout with 1:37. Third down and 9. And they're on the what, the 42 of Dallas. Anyway, wow, we've lost people. Oh God, looks like nobody wants to watch that. I want to say thank you for all the people that are here. Velvet and Saf and Hollywood and Brian and Matthew 72007. I don't Ruben as well. Lance, if he's still here. I don't know who's still watching, but that's fine. I gotta be here. I wanted to be here, and I even washed my hair today. So isn't this nice? It's fresh washed hair. 3rd and 8. Let's see this play. Sorry. Purdy in the shotgun. Was that McCaffrey next to him? McCaffrey goes in motion to the slot to the left. Purdy back in the shotgun by himself. He gets the ball, throws it to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey is tackled immediately. Clock is still running. 1 minute 26 to go. 33 on the game clock. It'll be 4th and 9 with about 50 seconds left when they go for it. Or if they punt. See what they're doing. 4th and 9. 103 with 12 seconds on the clock. And yeah, if Mitchell wouldn't have gone out of bounds, could have just ran it. So 50 seconds, 4th and 9. Did they take a timeout? I think they took a timeout. So 50 seconds. Dallas has no timeouts. Punter's on. Somebody, what's his name? Wyshynski. Kid's got some hair. I think it's Wyshynski. 4th and 14. 51. Oh, they put a second back on the clock. 51. Okay. I'm going to wait for the play. Ball is back. Wyshynski punts it. Fair catch. Called for and made at the 7-yard line. Dude's pissed because he caught a fair catch. Dude, that's the best thing to do. Punt return is very good, but he didn't do anything on that one. 20 career game-winning drives in the 4th quarter overtime by Dak Prescott. So you got 45 seconds. It's over when the clock is at 0. Hey, Alex Martin, thank you for being here. Alex Martin, Raider fan, salute to you. Remember, if you are here, like, share. 45 seconds on the clock. Dak, shotgun. Ball is in his hands. In the end zone, rolls to his right. Nice block. Oh! My God. He takes a shot. But, he's in the end zone. I want to see this again. Takes a shot by Jesse Armstead. And just pulls out of it like nothing. I think it's Jesse Armstead. But, wow. Takes a shot. This was the Raiders D. They scored. Yeah, here, I'm going to put that one up. Dak back in the end zone. Ball is complete to the tight end. Out of bounds, like 3rd and 1. But he did stop the clock. 33 seconds left. Saf, I don't know, man. Armstead, I mean, if they get a touchdown, tying touchdown, they're going to say that was the play that blew it. Out of bounds, 3rd and 1. Okay, better have some people running long routes. Okay, out of bounds. They didn't give him the out of bounds. Oh my goodness! So he got out of bounds, but they didn't give him the clock stoppage. So Dak goes back, runs, and throws it. Oh, is that the Gallup? Yeah, Michael Gallup. 10 seconds left. Wow. So that cost about 20 seconds. So I tell you what, that one guy, the one ref, cost them about 20 seconds. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Cowboys are running what was it, like trips right, or I'm sorry, at least slot right. One receiver out to the left. Running back is in the block. Dak to their tight end again, 86, or one of the lonkier receivers. 5 seconds left. Now you throw. Now here's your Hail Mary. I can't see where they are. They're on the 39-yard line. 39-yard line, 5 seconds to go. And you fit. Was it the Niner? The Niner coach is like, what's that? Dwight Schultz. Okay, are they saying it? Okay, in. Oh, did he get the second foot down? One. Oh, he didn't get the foot down. He only got 1 foot. No, that's an incomplete pass. Okay, catch, 1 foot. No, he didn't get that second foot in. He did not get that second foot in. So it's good. No, and that took time off. So Dallas is down to a Hail Mary with more yardage. He did not get that second foot in. Okay, nope. Okay. Maybe if they're saying that he was dragging the right, I don't know. I don't think they're going to give it to him, though, because they don't think that Dallas is not their team. Okay, so when he touches the ball, no, his foot's off the ground. His foot's off the ground when he touches the ball, and he didn't get the foot back in. So they're going to call it incomplete eventually. Incomplete. I think it's incomplete. They explain why Brian says incomplete. Saf says incomplete. They explain why the clock didn't stop when he went out of bounds because he wasn't going forward. Oh, that's stupid. Okay, after a booth review, Mr. Chippy says incomplete pass. Mr. Chippy is the referee. Hey, Doc, how you doing? I mean, that's so you got to be going forward in order to get the clock out of bounds. No toe drag swag. Okay, so here it is. Game right here. Ball is on the 24-yard line. 6 seconds. 6 seconds. And, in about 6 seconds from now, we'll have the Niners will be going to, what do you call it? Philadelphia. John Lynch gets his fat ass. I shouldn't be talking because he's in a lot better shape than I am. But still, in comparison, I'll say his fat ass, his chunky butt out of the suites. Now he's down on the field. I'm sure they got an elevator that goes straight down. I'm sure. It's like his elevator. I know, I'm sure that they do. Anyway, I'm just here. I'm watching the game like you guys are. 6 seconds, last play. After this, I will open it up. I'll open it up so people can come in and talk. You guys and gals, mates and wenches, can talk to me about Purdy's runs ends in Philly. Okay, well, Seth is already saying that the Eagles will beat the Niners. All I say is that I don't want the Niners in there. Wow. Oh my God. The hell kind of play was that? That was stupid. It's final now. I mean, if you look at the last play, beyond stupid. Brian even says so. That's stupid. Now, here's the other thing. You just saw the Dallas coach. Was it Mike McSomething? Does Sean Payton go to Dallas? Mike McCarthy. Does Sean Payton go to Dallas now that Dallas is gone? Because everybody always saying that he's going to be going to Denver. I don't want him in Denver. Yeah, McCarthy gets fired. But, okay, I agree. I agree, Saf. So if you fire McCarthy, does that mean that Payton goes to Dallas instead of Denver? I would. Oh, Zeke Elliott just got manhandled. Dr. Brawl says no. Saf says yes. Therein lies the rub. Okay, let me put the link up. If you want to come into the show, and I know it's been a while, but we are about 45 minutes into the show, and I haven't even put up the link yet because we're talking. There's your link. Hit the link, go into the show. All right. There's the StreamYard link. Hit the link, come into the show. Jerry will spare no expense. I agree. Hit the link. Like I said, you can go into it. And if you hit the link, come in. We will talk. Sean Payton will want to stay in LA unless Sean Payton's not in LA, Doc. No, Sean Payton is a you got to give Narlands, because he still has his contract with them because he retired. You got to give Narlands compensation, but I think Dallas can do that, right? Give him picks or other things, so you can give him compensation. He's not in LA. Miami? I don't think so. No one wants a first rounder. Okay. But can you imagine Sean Payton with the Cowboys? A real good coach? Mike McCarthy was a coach because he had Aaron Rodgers. I'd love to Sean Payton to go to Dallas because then at least he's out of the AFC. I know he doesn't live in Nolans, but he coaches them as far as contract-wise, Doc. Yeah, I know he was an assistant coach under Parcells. That's what I'm saying. So he knows Dallas, and Jerry Jones wants him. but he was the former coach in New Orleans, and he retired. But New Orleans still has his contract right, so you got to give something up for him. You got to give something up for him. That's what I'm saying. If Cowboys defense coordinator takes a head coach job, Jerry Jones doesn't have a fallback. And the defensive coordinator was what? The former coach of the Falcons, right? I can't remember his name. Carr to Saints for Sean Payton. Obi-Wan, good to see you here. Carr to Saints for Sean Payton. Maybe. Well, it would make a three-way trade, so it's like you'd have to. Who's the third person in this three-way? And yeah, saw Versace maybe getting another head coach shot. Yeah, he interviewed for the Indianapolis spot, and if he gets it, great. If he gets it, great, because I'll be happy for him. But can you see, if you can see, if Versace goes to Indianapolis and they do trade for Carr, because Carr would play for Rich Versace again. They need an offensive coordinator. Yeah, three-way. I said it. And Mark Davis would be very proud of me because yours truly was at P.F. Chang's for dinner tonight. And their sweet Arnold Palmers are excellent because they have sweet tea and their lemonade is like really good lemonade. Dan Quinn almost took the job. I agree. But Jerry Jones wants Sean Payton. Jerry Jones wants Sean Payton. Will be first rookie quarterback to start a conference championship game since Mark Sanchez. I didn't see the year. Guys have the link. Thank you for those that are watching. We've got 15 people watching. Come into the show. We have about an hour and 10 minutes. An hour and 10 minutes of show to do. Come on in. Again, I will put the link up. If you are watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube. If you are watching on anything, come over to YouTube. So which defensive player do you want capped by name? I don't know, Velvet. I'm honestly, I have, and I'm not, I swear to you, I'm not gaffing off the question. I have not looked at the mocks. Or no, I know that there's a good kid. There's like a linebacker out and defensive tackle out of Alabama. I think Carter is. Well, he's not alive. He's a defensive tackle. Carter is his name. I know that Clemson. There is like a linebacker or edge rusher out of Clemson. Yeah, that's it. Miles Murphy. Thank you there, Hollywood. He's the kid, Miles Murphy. He was like an edge rusher out of Clemson. There's other people. Joey Porter Jr., the cornerback out of Penn State, who I would trade back for. That's why I would trade back to take some more picks in the first round or more picks later on for Joey Porter as a cornerback, but I would get more picks for him. I haven't been looking at the mocks. Because I don't care. I don't care. Because this is what I want. I want the best defensive player available at number 7. Or if there's a quarterback available and somebody else wants a quarterback, I trade back. but I want some defense. And that, Doc, thank you. Florida has a few monsters. It's true. There's a lot of great. I will say great. There's a lot of great talent out of Florida that are not named Richardson, that are defensive players. I want defense, and I don't want a quarterback until here. And here's where I would say in the third round, or a late second round pick that you pick up by acquiring another second. See what I did there? Don't take them with your first second round pick. Don't do that. Don't take them with your first second round pick. But if you acquire another second round pick by moving back in the first round, that's where I would take a quarterback that is of high stature. And Richardson is going to be a quarterback that people want. Levis is going to be a quarterback that people want. That it's going to be available at 7. But I don't want. I mean, and Levis is probably going to be I think Levis will probably be the best of the first round quarterbacks right now. His accuracy is not the greatest either, but it's better than Richardson out of Florida. I don't want Howard out of Bama. I think he's going to be a broken toothpick. He's going to be a broken toothpick he's going to be another Tui or Tua. I'm almost done with my iced tea. 1 second. I'm done. Okay. What is this? John Bittler. John Bittler, thank you for coming in, sir. Good to hear from you. We need O-line. True. And if you are going to pick an offensive player early, there are monsters that are formidable tackles that would be worthwhile. But normally you don't pick a right tackle in the first round. You pick them at the end of the first round. You don't normally pick a right tackle at the top of the first round because that's where your left tackles are, right? Honestly. And I agree, John, we do need O-line. We need a tackle, we need a guard. And Velvet says it best, we need so much, too much. That is true. Richardson will go 199. I think he will go before 199. I know what the reference is, Doc. I'm not dumb. I can honestly say that the greatest the greatest ever pick at pick number 199 was TB12. And it's not Bradshaw because Bradshaw went first round. I think Bradshaw went like 1 or 2. In fact, let me see. I know he was the first rounder. Let's see. Terry Bradshaw pick NFL draft. Okay. Terry Bradshaw pick NFL draft. I know he was the first rounder. Terry Bradshaw, 1970, Louisiana Tech. First round one. Wait. Wow. First pick? First pick in the draft, first overall. Wow. First overall. I thought it might have been number 2. No, he was the first overall pick in 1970. 1970, first overall. Wow. So there you go. David Carr was the first pick. The douche we were talking about earlier. And let's go back to that as well. David Carr is a douche. That should be a song. David Carr is a douche. fact, if there are people that can that are musically inclined, that should be a song. It should be like a heavy speed metal song. David Carr is a douche. David Carr is a douche. You know, I can picture it, kind of like Jesus built my hot rod, right? You know, like a hard driving. Jesus built my hot rod. David Carr is a douche. I get it, Doc. No front line, but he also, I mean, I'm talking about now. No front line, and he got exposed and he got pummeled like a little puppy. Like, you know how, like, when you do like your little puppy and your puppy training or whatnot, and you have a rolled up newspaper and you keep hitting your puppy. I'm not espousing this because I don't have pets. This is not me. This is not me. But for those that don't know how to do training, if you keep popping your little puppy with a rolled up newspaper, he starts to cower. And David Carr would cower. Metallica be Jesus built my hot rod? I don't think so. I think wait. Let me now I'm putting up Google. Let's see this. Jesus. All right, Ministry. That's what I thought. Jesus built my hot rod was by Ministry. Okay. And now I've heard that. That's a cool, and I don't like speed metal per se, but Ministry, that's a cool ass song. Soon I discovered that this rock thing was true. Jerry Lewis was the devil. Jesus was an architect previous to his career as a prophet. All of a sudden, I found myself in love with the world. So there were only one thing that I could do was ding-a-dang, ding-a-ding, dang-ma-dang, long, ling, long. Wow, where's the Jesus built my hot rod? Anyway, I didn't think it was Metallica. It was. It can be a Metallica speedman, but yeah, Ministry, and I've heard it. Really cool song. 10 o'clock. Is there anything on TV? Accused? Oh, what's this? Okay. And now I am now recording it for, is that Iron Man the movie? Yeah, Robert Downey. Okay. What else is on? There's really nothing on. Oh, Top Gun? Really? Top Gun, the original Top Gun? Yeah. Wow. So I can put Top Gun on, not without any sound. I can do like the play-by-play for Top Gun while it's here. Right now, Cruise is in the head. That is naval slang for the restroom. He's in the head with Tom Skerritt, who plays the captain, the Top Gun commanding officer. Captain, what's his call sign? It's not Viper. Viper was the other guy. Or was he Viper? Let me see. See, I gotta do Google here. See, I'm doing Jesus. Okay, Tom Skerritt, Top Gun, call sign. Tom Skerritt, Top Gun call sign was Viper. Okay, yeah. There's a real life Viper, and he made a cameo on Top Gun. Okay. Pierre? No. Pierre. Doc, come on, man. Don't even go there. It was Viper. And then the other call sign was Jester. Yeehaw! Jester's dead. Anyway, you see what you got going on when there's not a lot of sports to talk about. It's a Sunday. I'm going to hit the link one more time. You all can talk about whatever the heck you want to talk about. It cut off. What cut off? What cut off, Doc? Now he's going through his quarters. He's got Goose's dog tags. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, Flyers, man. Oh, Goose's why? Oh, he wasn't going through his quarters. He's going through Goose's quarters. And it's Goose's wife is out waiting for him. So he's getting all of the stuff out of Goose's quarters, ready to give to what's his nose when Harry Met Sally chick. Anyway, we do have a guest. We do have a guest. Meg Ryan, by the way. Doc, you ready? You ready to come in? Yeah? Yes? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No. Okay, good. We do have a guest tonight, so I'm glad because I don't like doing a whole show by myself. So we're gonna bring in Doc Cabral. Doc, how you doing there tonight, brother? Good seeing you. Oh, wait, Doc, you're on mute. I'm trying to. You're on mute, Doc. Unmute your microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now
you look so Philly.
Yeah, it looks so Philly, but I am wearing my Raiders hat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So it's a little subdued tonight, huh? Not so profound.
What?
Not so profound. You can't see it as well. The light's not quite there.
Yeah, no, but you can see it's a shield.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
You can see it's a shield. And that's one of the, it's subdued.
So, are you happy about the Philadelphia Eagles?
I mean, I don't really care.
Oh, Jay, come on.
No, seriously, because I'm not an Eagles fan, but it's like they beat the Giants. Okay,
yeah.
do I like the Eagles better than the Giants? Yes.
Yeah, big deal. The Giants.
Yeah, and Anna Diaz, of course. Yeah, permission to come aboard granted there, Anna. And Doc
Hi, Anna.
Doc will give you a wave in as well, or a salute. But yeah, it's. Because in the NFC, now I am rooting for the Eagles, and I said that correctly. I'm rooting for the Eagles to beat the Niners.
The Whiners, you mean?
Yeah, the Niners, Whiners, yeah, to beat them. Hey, Anna's now a member of the Chiefs Mess. Woohoo! Welcome to the Chiefs Mess. Anna Diaz, who upped her membership, which means I got to get a patch for her. Uh-oh. And I got to get you a patch because that goes with being a member of the Chiefs Mess. You get a patch. So I need to find a patch for you, Anna. I definitely need to find a patch for you. And thank you. Had to update your card. There you go. Thank you there, Anna Diaz. You too can be a member of YouTube. You already had one? Oh, she wants her. I know what she wants because I sent her her original, and I still have it, okay, because I still can't find Evan Kirby because I sent her original certificate, which is, without, this was Ship's Company or Ship's Crew, and I still need to find Evan Kirby because he has one, but now hers now has anchors, like right here, and right here, it's on, I think. So she wanted a new certificate. Well, thank you, Anna. That means that she'll be a Chiefs Mess member. Been a chief for over a year. Been a chief for over a year? You already oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sorry, Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have to look at the YouTube has that information for me. I don't doubt you, but I just go by what YouTube says. You know, been a chief for over a year, so I got to get her a new certificate. So anyway, so what's going on, Doc?
The Patriots are going crazy now, trying to find a offensive coordinator that wants to go to
Bill
the Patriots.
Bill O'Brien.
No.
No.
Bill O'Brien
No?
don't want to go. He don't want to
Then
do
why?
Belichick.
Then why is everybody saying that Bill O'Brien had an interview in New England for the OC job?
He did to shut them up, but he don't want to be the OC.
Then why did you say I don't want to be the OC?
No, look, he's already been a head coach,
Right.
in college and in the pros, so he knows what it's like to be a head coach. And he's been on a national championship team to be OC with Alabama.
Anna, you don't have to say you're sorry. You don't have to say you're sorry, Anna. We give you salutes. See? Salute to you, Anna. No.
Para tu salud, Anna.
Yeah, see, even Doc gave you a salute too. Doc, you saluted uncovered.
Yeah. Para tu salud means to your health.
Okay. Well, that's
I work
the
for
other
the Army
salute.
now, so the Army can salute uncovered inside. So.
Yeah, that's true. You know, those bad habits,
hey,
those Army habits.
So, question for you: now that
Yes,
Derek
sir.
Carr pretty much hitting the bricks and walking out the door, what is the next move for the Raiders, Jay?
That depends.
They're not going to go for a veteran QB, do you think?
Yeah, they are. But
really?
here's the
You
thing.
think he'll go veteran?
The veteran QB
draft?
Yes. No, the answer to that is both. They're going to draft a quarterback this year. If they're smart, it won't be till round 3 or later.
Yes,
new kid,
very
right?
much.
And they need somebody who's smart. And that's why I said, look from Stanford. You know, if he went to Stanford, he's smart. Okay? If he went to Stanford, he's smart. And there's a kid from Stanford who is like, I think he's 6'7" or 6'6", 225, you know, big body type. In fact, since I'm Googling a lot of things, let me Google him. Okay.
Is he a quarterback?
So Stanford quarterback in NFL draft 2023. Okay, here it is. Stanford quarterback Tanner McKee. There you go.
Really?
Stanford quarterback Tanner McKee is a name fans should keep an eye on leading up to the 2023 NFL draft. Okay.
Really?
Let's see what his
for the Raiders.
What his numbers? No, for Stanford.
Yeah, but the Raiders looking at him?
Possibly, because I'm trying to see if it says. I'm looking what is. Okay, here it is. 6'6", 230.
That's a big boy.
6'6", 230, and you know, it's smart. Okay. So, okay, now granted, the last Cardinal quarterback that played, I think his name was Davis Mills. Yeah, Davis Mills, and he played for the Texans, or he played for the Texans now. But the kid's cerebral, and you know, or smart. But I think the Raiders would go with him, right? So
Andrew Luck went to the number one to the Indianapolis Colts out of Stanford.
Right, out of Stanford. It was another quarterback from Stanford that went number one. John Elway.
Oh, yeah, Jim Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett, yes. John Elway, yes.
Elway didn't go right away.
Okay, well.
He wasn't number one, no.
Okay, well, okay, I apologize, but he was first round. He was like maybe pick 2.
No, because the Colts wanted him. The Colts, he wouldn't
Right,
go to
but
the Colts.
that's what I'm saying. Say John here. I'll look at it. John Elway draft pick. Okay, draft pick number. John Elway draft pick number. I thought he was number 1. First overall. Yes, I was right.
To the Colts.
To the Colts. Yes, he was the first overall pick. You try to
But
tell
he
me
wouldn't go.
He was first overall to the Colts, and the Colts traded him to the Broncos. But he was the first overall pick, right? And the Raiders made the Colts a better deal. And the NFL said no. The NFL said no. So the Colts traded him to the Broncos, even though the Raiders made him a better deal, because the NFL, what was it, Pete Rozelle said, no, John Elway is not going to the Raiders. So he screwed us. Could have been a Raider.
What?
He could have been a Raider because Pete Rozelle nixed the trade. He nixed the trade.
I thought he was going. I thought that the Colts going to direct to the Denver Broncos.
He did, but the Raiders had an offer to the Colts, and the NFL said, no, Colts, you can't trade him to the Raiders.
Really?
Yes, I'm telling you, Doc. I'm telling you this.
Wow.
Pete Rozelle told the Colts, no, you can't do that. So they nixed it. The Raiders had I think it was Howie Long and another pick.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They would have given up Howie Long, really? Ooh.
Yeah, they were willing to give up Howie Long and somebody else and their pick to the Colts, and Pete Rozelle said no.
Ooh.
So Pete Rozelle, the Colts traded him to the Denver Broncos for Mark Herman, a quarterback, and a tackle, and that's what it was.
Really?
Yes, really, for sure.
Damn.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he made out with the Broncos.
He did. But remember, like I said, he could have been a Raider.
Yeah, but the thing was about him was that with what was it? He was playing for the Yankees. He was doing the Yankees, right?
Yeah, he was still playing baseball for the Yankees, and that was the reason why he told the Colts, you can pick me. He was going to pull a Bo Jackson. He's going to say, well, I'll just play baseball, so I don't have to play for you. I'll just play baseball. So,
yeah, but he went to the Raiders after the who was it? Well, he went before that because he came out of Auburn. He was Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah,
and then he went to he didn't go to the Raiders right away, did he?
No, the
Cowboys first, right?
No, the Buccaneers drafted him with the first overall pick.
Oh, okay.
The Bucs drafted Bo Jackson with the first overall pick, and he told the Bucs, "Don't draft me because I'm not going to play for you." And the reason why that he told them that was because the Buccaneers were the reasons why he had to give up his scholarship or he couldn't play baseball in Auburn because he went for a visit, and the Bucs picked him up on an airplane or something like that, made him ineligible.
Really?
Yes, Doc. I'm telling you this. Really, yes. So because he was ineligible, he couldn't play baseball, he couldn't run track, and he was pissed off at the Buccaneers for doing that. So because he was ineligible for playing baseball his senior year at Auburn and at track, it was the Buccaneers that screwed up, and he didn't realize it, but the Bucs knew what they were doing. So they drafted him, and he's like, I ain't playing for you. You're the reason why I couldn't play baseball last year. So the whole year he was out of baseball or out of football. So he was eligible again in the draft. He was playing baseball. So when the Raiders drafted him in the 7th round the next year, it was because the Raiders spoke with him and said, hey, we're interested in drafting you. And he's like, why play baseball? They're like, hey, we're good. You can play baseball up until the end of the baseball season, but after baseball season, we want you to play for us. He's like, there you go. Gave him a thumbs up. So the Raiders drafted Bo Jackson in the 7th round. It was the greatest seventh round draft pick ever. The greatest 7th round draft pick ever. So.
Yeah, but you guys are going to be very interesting this year next to us because it's going to be two teams looking to figure out, okay, a coach, a quarterback, and what happens after that.
Right.
Because there's going to be a lot of low draft picks this year, as far as like 5, 6, and 7. I think there'll be a lot of low draft picks this year, and I think that Jerry Jones, I think, is going to change his philosophy how he's going to pick people this year.
And what do you mean by that?
Because of Dak Prescott, he's invested very heavily in Dak Prescott now, so he's going to have to get more people, but he can't get high draft picks and not deter from Dak Prescott, correct?
I don't get what you're saying, Doc.
His cap space.
Oh,
he doesn't have a lot of cap space.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of cap space. That's true.
So he's going to have to go low, very, very low.
Well, it just means if he can't get a lot of high price
draft picks, yeah.
No, draft picks, yes. Free agents, no, because he doesn't have the money. But he can do draft picks. He's going to have to do. Now I see what you're saying. He's going to have to build the team through the draft instead of these high-priced free agents.
Yeah, because there's a lot of free agents that are out there. A lot of them are out there,
right? But he doesn't have the cap space for it.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
But the Raiders have some space.
The Raiders got like $60 million once Carr's gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
about $60 million, and maybe even a little more if they if they trade Darren Waller, they get that contract off the books. And I don't know whether they will or not. That's the big question. Will you trade Darren Waller? And also, will they cut Andre James, the center, because people are saying that Parham, who played guard last year, is going to slide over to be the center, and that means that the Raiders will probably need to draft 2 guards to take up, so 2 rookie guards. So you might have a second-year center, 2 rookie guards, the left tackle is going to be the veteran by 5 years, like a 5-6 year left tackle, and Munford, who was their swing tackle last year, playing alongside Illuminor, he might be the starting right tackle next year, and he'll only be in his second year. So you got a second year center, second year right tackle, 2 rookie guards, and like a 6-year left tackle, and that's going to be the Raiders' O-line. Now, Pro Football Focus rated the Raiders' offensive line last year at number 10. They're smoking something. The Raiders' offensive line last year is not a top 1/3 offensive line. Not a top 1/3 offensive line, but the way Pro Football Focus rated them, they rated them at number 10. I don't agree with that, but they probably envisioned the fact that, Josh Jacobs was the number 1 rusher in the NFL, so that gave them strong points there, okay? But they're not the number 10, top 10 offensive line. It's smoke and mirrors. So that's why I'm saying, and Jason Dean Hunter might be able to, and what's up to you as well, Jason Dean, thank you for coming in. Jason Dean Hunter might say, hey, who are the top guards that are available and what rounds can you get them in? Because we're going to need 1, if not 2 guards if Parham goes over to center. So that's
at the end of the draft, there are so many undrafted free agents out there that are guards and offense and defensive linemen. There are so many of them out there. I mean, good God, why can't they just wait?
Well, you got to see who's drafted, Doc.
I mean, geez, God, that's what Belichick used to do, and that's one thing I give to him is because he got diamonds. He always got diamonds in the rough.
Yeah.
He always Tom Brady, Troy Brown. Troy Brown was one of those guys that were like, what? What? Troy Brown played offense and defense. for Bill
Yeah,
Belichick.
well, primarily Troy
He was
Brown was a
he was a defense. He was a
well,
safety,
he was an emergency safety and cornerback.
but he was also. But when he played offense, he
He
wasn't
was
an
a wide
offensive.
receiver.
He
Yeah.
wasn't an offensive receiver. He was actually a defensive outside defense.
Well, he was a cornerback, but he also played wide receiver.
Yes, and he did that because he had a cover. But they had him. They had Ty Law and a bunch of other guys, and they were all unknowns. They were all, and now they're in Canton in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys that he picked up.
Well, Troy Brown isn't in the Hall of Fame. I think Ty Law might be.
Ty Law is, yes.
Okay, yeah, I know. I think
Troy
Ty
Brown
Law,
is in the Patriots Hall of Fame, but he will eventually be in Canton.
Ooh, I don't think so, Doc.
I think he will.
Okay.
They said Ty Law wouldn't be either, but Ty Law destroyed Peyton Manning's life when he was still on the
Troy Brown football. Okay, Troy Brown football player. Okay, Troy Brown. I'm going to look up his stats. I think
he was undrafted.
Troy Brown. Okay, 5'10" out of Boston College.
Yeah,
okay.
PBC. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. 5'10", wide receiver, cornerback, punt returner. Yep. I'm looking for stats. Wait a second. I'm trying to find stats. Professional career. Okay, 3 interceptions, 3 return touchdowns. Okay, career NFL statistics. 557 receptions for 6,366 yards. No, Doc, he's not going to go to the Hall of Fame.
Jay, guys are getting in for being Pro Bowlers. Come on, man. Really?
Now, okay, no, that's a different Troy football. No, that's not him. I pushed where it says Troy College Football Hall of Fame. Okay, Brown was drafted out of Marshall. Okay, yeah, he is. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Okay, he's in the College Football Hall of Fame, but I don't think he's going to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's just me.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does later on, of course.
You know what?
That veteran.
I will settle this. Okay, I'm going to bring in Jason Dean Hunter.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a 3-screen with Jason Dean Hunter. Jason Dean Hunter, Troy Brown, does he make the NFL Hall of Fame in your estimation?
Who the F is Troy Brown?
Thank you.
Ha ha ha.
What's up, I think he possibly can. I mean, I think it's going to take a long time. Tell you the truth. He played 2 positions for them, and he played corner, and he was a good wide receiver.
Yes.
Yeah, but still, he doesn't have the stats.
Yeah, a lot of guys don't have the stats, but they're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, okay, true. But I think even when you put together, okay, and I still, let me see. I still got his Wikipedia. 31 touchdowns. Okay, so he's got 31 touchdowns, 3 return touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Okay. He's in the New England Patriots Hall of Fame. There you go. Yay.
Well, yeah. Of course.
He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, but that's because of, McDingus. Or Tom Brady is, whatever.
I better get used to hearing that name for real. Seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Like that, Captain. Don't be like that.
I don't see him in the Hall of Fame, though.
Maybe long time down the road. Maybe a senior entrant.
Maybe. Let's look at it this way. I can say without a doubt, okay? I can say without a doubt, and Robert Bigler, thank you for being here. We'll talk. Robert Bigler can come in and talk about his Chiefs anytime. But I can say without a doubt that I will not be breathing when Troy Brown makes the NFL Hall of Fame.
I'll be happy.
I won't be breathing either. I probably got about a good 15 years left.
Thank you. So there you go. See, and if Jason Dean ain't going to be kicking, I know for a fact I ain't going to be kicking, Doc. So again, Troy Brown will be in the Hall of Fame well after we stop making carbon dioxide out of oxygen. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
probably. That's a possibility.
Okay. And yeah, so even and Robert Bigler says Sterling Sharp should be in the Hall of Fame. Sterling Sharp. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think Sterling Sharp deserves it more than Sterling Sharp. The Packer deserves it more than Troy Brown. There you go.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and again, Matt Marinovich. Boy, I almost said Marinovich. Matt Marinovich. Bill Piano needs going first. No crap. That's for true. But again, hey, Jason, I did not push you out. I don't know what happened, Jason.
I'll let you go, Jay.
Come back out. Hey, Doc, thanks for coming in.
Take it. Best of Lil and the family, please.
You got it, brother. You
Peace,
take
brother.
care.
Good night.
Okay. All right. We got. Jason, I did not kick you out.
I know. My phone rang. It's okay. No worries.
Okay. But so yeah, I want people to know this because they say that Captain bumped somebody because I didn't like what they were saying. I don't do that. That.
Food definitely belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, food does for sure. Okay.
Absolutely.
And Bigler, okay, and Robert Bigler, my Kansas City fan, 67 touchdowns in 7 years before his injury. Sterling Sharp. Yeah, I agree with that. Sterling Sharp. So we got that. But yeah, I'm sorry, I don't think Troy Brown makes it to the Hall of Fame. And Dr. Brawl says good night. Good night.
Good night, Doc.
Okay. Jason Dean, what are your thoughts after this weekend's parlay? And I said that deliberately as a pun. Parlay of bad teams playing bad games. Okay, the Giants didn't show up.
No. They just got boat race.
The Cowboys kicker did not show up. The Cowboys really didn't.
That was a good game. Two great defenses, I will say it, but it's really, really quiet here in Dallas. Really quiet. But I was more surprised about the Buffalo game. I don't know what happened with them today. Like Cincinnati, like their offensive line is snapped together. Buffalo barely generated pressure. Cincinnati ran on them. Mm-hmm. They ran pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I would say, I got to do another product endorsement. I missed the game today because I was at the RV show where I was hooked up with RCP America's OJ the Juice tire dressing for free. So be sure to get your OJ the Juice tire dressing from RCP America at your internet today. There you go. See, I told the guys that I would not just take a free product, I would at least give them a product endorsement. So I did my part. That's twice. And they didn't pay me for it. But they gave me, that's like a $45 bottle.
It does look like it. It's nice. That's good for you, Captain. I'm glad that you helped somebody out, and they gave you a free product to test for them. Give it a try.
And like I said, I need sponsorships. I can schwitz for the best of them. Find me somebody to schwitz for. I'm good. Okay. Now, and I want to bring this up with Robert Bigler as well. Okay. That's what would have happened in the Monday night game. The Bengals were doing the same thing in that game. Now, I will say this. I think, and Robert Bigler, you are, I want to say, you are the beneficiary of a very bad call by the NFL. I think, and it's because, okay, I'll say this, because I don't like the Chiefs. I'll get that out of the way. Because I don't like the Chiefs, why is it that the AFC Championship game is in Kansas City when it should have been at a neutral site for anybody, for the teams that come out of the Bills and Cincinnati? Why is it in Kansas City, Robert? I think the Bengals got screwed.
Well, they're going to prove it next week. How good they really are.
Okay, well, so you're already saying that Cincinnati's going to beat Kansas
I
City.
think so. I think the ankle injury is going to linger. That's a high ankle sprain. They're tough to come back from. I mean, it's great. You know, he's tough. He was in the game, but Jacksonville really didn't show much. They couldn't get nothing rolling. You know what I mean? And Kelsey is what Kelsey is. Like, I hate to admit this, but to me, he's the best tight end to ever play. He's proven it, and I hate to admit that as much as possible, but he is. He just finds holes. He gets open constantly. Like, even when they had 3 guys around him a couple times. He's still coming up with catches. It's crazy. Eventually, the Raiders will have somebody that can cover him, or we'll just wait till he retires, and we're okay.
Or like you said, because the Raiders have had a bad time with Kansas City tight ends going back to Tony Gonzalez.
Well, Gonzalez, Hall of Famer. He beat up on everybody. Even when he went to Atlanta, he did his thing.
Right. And I want to say Oso's in the house.
What's up, Oso?
Welcome for TNBC in here. Robert Bigler, here's the thing. If the Bengals would have won out and the Raiders would have beat you, then the Bengals would have had the number 1 seed.
But Captain, think about this. If my aunt had a penis, she'd be my uncle. You know, it is what it is. Like like the Eagles, I don't think anybody's going to beat Philly. Honestly, I don't think either the AFC teams can beat them. I think it'd be a really, really good game against Philly and Cincinnati, tell you the truth. That defense against that offense with the 3 receivers that Cincinnati has. And look at Hayden Hurst stepped up for Cincinnati too. He was a throwaway from Baltimore. You know, and he played well. You know, they thought them losing CJ Uzomah was going to be rough for them, but Hayden Hurst stepped up a little bit.
So you're calling the Super Bowl Philly versus Cincy?
Yeah.
Okay. Robert Bigler, I know we didn't beat you. Okay, and I'm going to put this right here. I'm showing it on the screen. We didn't beat you. We got it. I put it on the screen. But Robert Bigler, are you sure that now who's your take on that game, Robert Bigler, Kansas City fan? Kansas City versus Cincinnati, who wins?
Come on, Cap. You know he's going to say Kansas City. Come on, man.
I know that. I know he's going to say it, and that's why when they lose, I'm going to giggle my Goonie Google ass off at him.
Goonie Google, Gus. Get the Goonie Google kids and get out of here in the Goonie Google mobile.
I'm going to giggle my Goonie Google ass off at him because like I said, when Kansas City loses, and I can do my Carlton. Wait a second. Do the Carlton dance, the Carlton Goonie Google dance when Kansas City loses. Because again, and I like Robert Bigler. Robert Bigler is a great guy. He's a great guy. But can't stand the team, obviously.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
No.
But I would say the only time I ever rooted for Kansas City was in the Super Bowl when they played the fake Pirates.
I didn't even root for either one. I didn't even root for them then. I'll never root for that team. I don't care if they're playing the Russians.
I got you, but I had that because of where I live.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because of where I live, I had to do that. Great googly moogly. Great googly moogly. Who is that? Great googly moogly. That's
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, but no, it's a cartoon character though. Somebody said great googly moogly before. I think before Eddie Murphy said it.
Oh, that's before my time, then.
Yeah, I think it's a cartoon thing. Great googly moogly. Anyway. Okay, and here's his response. Okay, here we go. Kansas City, because I don't think they're going to beat Mahomes 4 times. And I said that's going to be the hard thing. And if he does, Burrow has to be in discussion for best quarterback in the league. He already is.
He's definitely top 3.
He already is in discussion. Okay? Yeah.
Definitely top 3.
Yeah. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes,
Jalen Hurts.
And even though he didn't show it today, Allen.
Jalen Hurts.
This year, maybe. This year.
He's only played 2 years.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't elevate him based on 1 year.
Why? Everybody elevated Mahomes based on 1 year.
No, I think that Mahomes had a couple good years before they elevated him.
Watch out for Jalen Hurts, Cap. He can
Oh,
play.
I'm not taking anything away from Jalen Hurts. I think that he's going to remain out of the top 3 until he proves he gets that one win. And if the one win is a Super Bowl win, then you elevate him. Okay. And Matt Marinovich says the injury to Mahomes may be a factor. I think that will be a reason why Kansas City loses.
And look at this too. When they brought Henny in the game, would they have a 98-yard drive?
Yeah.
Could it be a system? Could it be the system?
Yeah.
If you put Mahomes on the Texans, do they win 8 games?
Not even. Oh, here, name another quarterback playing 5 conference championship games in the first.
Oh God.
Let me see.
Donovan McNabb.
Did he do that?
No, 4
Okay.
straight.
4 straight. I know Stabler was like 3 straight. Yeah, I know Stabler was like, what, 70, 73, 74, 75, 76. Stabler, I believe, was 4 straight. So, okay, so you got us by 1.
I can't say it's not. You can't say it's not even close. Come on, I get it. You're biased to the Chiefs, but come on, you can't say it's not even close. Come on. But see, that's like we will admit that guys are better. I don't think Kansas City fans admit that anybody's better. And I get that. Dallas fans are like that too.
Yeah, and that's why I said I can't stand the smug. And Robert, I like you personally, but your fan base is the most smug fan base. It's like when the Patriots were winning all these years, they were a smug fan base. They were smug. You guys are smug. Just like when I see with Alex with the Wild Wild West show, the smugness that just permeates. That is why people hate the Chiefs.
And it's not because they win. Because I have friends that are Patriots fans. You know what I mean? And the ones from New England, they're rough. Like my friends from PA that are Patriots fans, they're like, hey, we win. It is what it is. You know? Dallas fans are the same way. When they win one game, they're going to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Every friggin' year. Every year.
It's the smugness. That's why I can't wait until the Chiefs are knocked out. Whether
eventually we'll come back around and we'll do our thing. And you know what? They'll eat crow. And they'll still talk noise. But they're like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna argue with fans. I know the game, I know football. I mean, I admit when teams are better, when guys are better. And I'm not gonna argue with people that are couch GMs. I coached football for 12 years. I played football for 10. I'm not going to argue with people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Be like, okay, you're right. Congratulations. What does that prove in life? You still got to get up and go to work tomorrow the next day.
I do. Unfortunately, I got to get up to go to work tomorrow to do my job.
If you lose your job, is the Raiders going to care? No. Is the Chiefs going to care? No, they're not going to care. You know? I get it. People are invested. Like, Captain, you're invested. I'm invested. You know, we do our thing. We show our fandom a certain way, you know, and that's just how we are. And that's what we like. But when it comes to the end of the day, we have nothing. They don't care about us. No team cares about the fans. They can say they do. Say they do, but they don't.
I know for a fact that Mark Davis can give a rat's ass about the Raider fans.
Well, he proves that every year, so it is what it is.
He doesn't care.
By charging $500 for upper echelon tickets. Come on, man. Give me a break.
Yeah. And by the way, Robert Bigler, you're proving our point that it's a system. You're proving our point that it's a system, Andy Reid's system.
How did I want to ask Robert a question? Robert, how did Sky Moore do this year? I know there was a lot of talk about him being the next Tyreek Hill and all. How did he do? Because I don't know. I'm not trying to be like an ass about it or anything. I'm just curious. That's all. I'm just asking.
I think he underperformed. Actually, the guy that took Hill's Pacheco, he outperformed everybody.
Yeah, 7th round draft pick. I think he was on a Temple, maybe. Temple?
Yeah, 7th round draft pick, and he was a throwaway, and he was the best draft pick that they had this year, other than I think Karlaftis was a great draft pick.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I wanted him.
Great draft pick, but Pacheco, undoubtedly, Robert Bigelow, you got to say, was your best draft pick and the best value pick for what you had. A 7th rounder that was dynamic. You know, Karlaftis was good. Okay, so yeah, he's talking about Tony. He didn't see a lot of playing time, and Tony looked good with Mahomes.
I was talking.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney is a very good player if he stays off the injured list.
And he thinks he's better than he is. Tell you the truth, he does.
He is. Where did he go to school? I know, Florida.
Gator Chomp.
He is a Gator. He is like the newest version of Percy Harvin. He is a very great athlete who is just so into himself. Okay, because and that talk about smug. He's like smug, double smug. Okay, double smug. And you know who else is like that? Is the kid that plays for the Browns, Callaway, receiver for the Browns. Same way. Kid out of Miami, entitled. He's entitled. He thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's what I'm saying. It's his attitude. And Kadarius Toney has an attitude. So anyway. Oh, and Matt Marinovich again with another thing. It's hard to say Mahomes is the MVP when the backups play just as well. System.
He makes things happen. He does. Like plays break down, and there's never they don't have a doubt when he's there. Like when the play breaks down, he's running around in a circle and just throws the ball, and somebody's there to catch it. It's crazy. It drives me absolutely insane.
Okay.
He's playing backyard football.
Yeah. And again, that's great. Even that touchdown he threw against the Raiders when he was on like the 2-yard line and they had him all bottled in, and he kind of sidearmed it to whoever it was in the I don't think it was Kelsey. I think it was somebody else with the touchdown against the Raiders. You know, because it was backyard. And again, I give him credit for that. I don't take it away from him, but it's still system. And he plays well in Andy Reid's system. He has a lot of natural ability and talent, but I just think it's just McKinnon. Thank you there, Rob. I knew it wasn't Kelsey. I knew I was like one of the backs. Yeah, McKinnon. Thanks, Bob. So again, against the Raiders. Yep. And Matt Marinovich as well. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are MVPs for having success outside of the system. Okay. We'll see on that one. But again, Robert Bigler, I'm asking you now, okay? If Kansas City, no, you know what? I'll take it back. I would like for you to come in via video next Sunday for next Sunday's show, win or lose. I would like to have you in talking about your Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. Would I be saying all of this if Mahomes was doing this for the Raiders? I bet not. Yeah, if the Raiders had a system and he was doing it for the Raiders, it's still a system quarterback. You take the logo off the helmet. He is playing for Andy Reid's system. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Andy Reid is the system. Go ahead.
I'm done talking about the Chiefs. I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm starting to get a headache.
That's right.
All right, so you were talking about guards in the draft.
Yes, guards in the draft. Thank you for bringing it around to something I want to talk about.
Okay, there's a few. The Martinez kid from Minnesota is very, very good. I mean, I heard you talking about Gronkowski from Northwestern. I honestly think he's going to end up being a guard.
Is that the
He's
tackle that everybody has rated high?
He's 6'3",
Okay, so he's short.
and he's got short arms. He's got Robert Gallery arms.
Okay.
I think he's going to end up being a guard in the pros. That's just my opinion. I'm probably wrong. I might be right, and people will call me out. But everybody, it's my opinion. Okay, I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not Mel Kiper. I'm not the other one, whatever is Todd McShay, and I'm not Mike Mayock. Okay.
Let me ask a question. If the Raiders draft him, would the Raiders move him to guard immediately?
I don't want to draft the guard at 7. It's not Quentin Nelson. He's not going to be he's not. Don't draft him, please. Raiders, please don't draft him. If you're going to draft anybody if you're going to draft an offensive lineman to start, Paris Johnson Jr., the kid from Ohio State.
Okay.
Please. If you're going to draft that. But if not, if guys fall, because I see a lot of mock drafts that guys are falling. I've done a few myself, like I've probably done 8 or 9 already. But I see Jalen Carter more than not at 7. And if we don't run to the podium,
I was just saying, that's the kid from Bama that everybody thinks is probably one of the
kid
best.
from Georgia.
Oh,
The kid
Georgia.
from
I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm
the
sorry,
kid from
yeah.
Bama is Will Anderson Jr.
That's the other guy. Okay.
Yeah. And also,
who's better?
who's better?
Yeah.
Jalen Carter is the best defensive lineman in the draft. Will Anderson is an edge rusher.
Okay. So apples and oranges.
Yeah, they're basically very good at where they're at.
Okay.
But I see a lot of I'm glad Rich Bisaccia got an interview with the Colts. I really, really am. That's awesome. Great for him. Great player coach. You know, great with what he does. And maybe if he does go to the Colts, he'll trade for Derek. But probably not. I think we're gonna have to cut Carr. Unless somebody wants him so bad, they'll give us something.
Okay. And Matt saying Paris Johnson at 7, better tackle.
Yes, he is.
Joey Porter. Would you take Joey Porter at 7, or would I'd try to trade back at 7 if Joey Porter is there?
I would trade back because I would look at Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State. I've heard like other people have said about him, so I went to look at him. He's probably one of the best cover corners. He can tackle.
Yeah.
I know Mississippi State didn't have a great year, but guys come out of nowhere out of these teams. You know that. Joey Porter Jr. is awesome, and he's got the pedigree. I like that because you see these guys, these sons of players that are in the league. Cromartie. Who's the other one? Well, I did. Their names are.
Asante Samuel.
There, yes, that's who it is. Asante Samuel Jr. Yeah, the pedigree is there. Like, I don't know if I would take Joey Porter Jr. at 7. I mean, I would trade down maybe at 10. I would take him, trade back, and get an extra pick, maybe another 3rd.
Yeah.
But like the Martinez kid from Minnesota is a good guard, run grader, will power guys out. I mean, all guys gotta get coached up. Some guys have. Well, you got to see if he could stop a power rusher or an elite speed rusher. That can all be coached. Footwork and hand technique. It can be done. And we got a great offensive line coach, Carmen Brasilio. We got a really, really good one. But if those defensive guys are there, if Jalen Carter is there, we're taking him. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If he's there. Like, I have probably 3 or 4 guys that I would take at that pick. Paris Johnson Jr. is one, offensive tackle from Ohio State. Jalen Carter, defensive tackle from Georgia. I don't like the quarterbacks. I would rather I could see us getting one in the 3rd round. There's a couple of them. Cam Ward from Washington State, Hendon Hooker from Tennessee. He could sit for 2 years, learn the system, heal the knee, and the kid from BYU, Jaron Hall. He's got a good arm, and he's he's better than what's his name from the Saints.
The guy that's the designated
The Swiss Army knife. He's better than him because he's got a better arm.
Okay.
Okay. I would take him down the line because he's smart too, But I do like Cam Ward out of Washington State.
Okay.
I know AR-15 is not going to be there. I don't want to take a quarterback at 7. I really, really don't. Like I said, offensive line, defensive line, maybe a linebacker. Maybe the Simpson kid from Clemson. But I think we can get the Williams kid from Tulane in like the late second or third round. But in the second round, I would look at thank you, Robert Bigler, Taysom Hill. He's like him. But there's Drew Sanders, outside linebacker from Arkansas for a second round pick. Noah Sewell. But there's only a few guys that I would take at that 7. Probably Joey Porter Jr. I look at Emmanuel Forbes. I don't see him that high. Not many people. We're going to see at the combine what they can do. We're going to see a lot of guys move up the board at the combine. But I do like Joey Porter Jr. My whole family is Penn State. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm not a Penn State fan. That cult up there at State College is insane. And my family is a part of it. But I do know of Joey Porter Jr. I know what his skills are, and I know what he can play. But yeah, defensive line, corner, receiver, maybe a safety in the 3rd round, possibly Tyke, I think it is, from Georgia. He's good. Jayon Brown from Penn State at safety is good. Maybe 3rd round guy. But then after the first 3 rounds, then we go best player available. Mm-hmm. Who's available in the 4th? We got 3 5th round picks. So we got a shot at getting a diamond in the rough there. I don't want to draft Bumper Pool. Does anybody know who Bumper Pool is? No, you don't. Maybe some people do. But he's a linebacker from Arkansas. And if we had John Gruden as our coach, though, he would draft him because of the damn name.
I was going to say, that is a name, man. Bumper Pool.
That's his name. Bumper Pool. Arkansas linebacker.
I mean, he definitely has the best name in the draft.
Yeah. There's Jack Campbell, I've mentioned before, from Iowa. Good linebacker. Good linebacker, tackling machine. There's the corner from Michigan, DJ Turner. Ringo from Georgia, another corner.
Yeah, I know Ringo. That name I know because he's the Georgia kid. Yeah, I know him as well.
Bama's got a good safety. His name escapes me. And Bama's got a Henry Tutu. I would like to take him. He's nice linebacker, can cover. USC has a good guard too, interior lineman, Andrew Voorhees.
Oh, Jason's kid.
Yes, Jason's kid. And Florida has a good tackle.
Yeah, and they got a couple good defensive guys too.
Yes, yeah, defensive tackle. I think they got a real good one too.
And also
linebacker too. That would be a 4th or 5th rounder.
Well, Brian Cox's junior kid.
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
But I'm looking at that 7th pick. If we don't trade back, I know they draft smart. They know what they're doing. We're going to see what we do in free agency because there are some guards out there. We can make a trade for Shaq Mason. I know Tampa Bay is going to be getting rid of a few guys because they have no cap.
Okay.
And I know Minnesota's going to be getting rid of some guys because they have no cap. Hence, Harrison Smith. I would take Harrison Smith.
Okay.
I would take him in a heartbeat. He can still ball.
Okay.
You know?
No. And Kool-Aid McKinstry? Is that one of those? Is that one of those? Like was it the pool? Something in pool?
I think he's next year. I don't know if he's this year. Maybe he is. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it, but he might be next year.
That's not a McCringleberry.
There's another one. It's DeColdis too. There's a kid named DeColdis is his first name.
I went to Crackwin, McCringleberry, Penn State. Yeah. I know what McCringleberry is. I love that.
University of Mississippi.
I gotta pull some of that before the draft. I gotta feel good. Are you by any chance gonna go up to Kansas City for the draft?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I want some other cool people being there. And I was going to say, Robert Bigler, are you? Well, he's going to be in. Robert Bigler, hopefully I will see you in Kansas City for the draft. Okay. And Matt Marinovich, I asked about that with the guy. And by the way, we're going over. I know that what is it? Roku is going to be it's going to cut off at 11. But because I got Ruben on here, I want to get Ruben in here, and I'm going to have the show that's going to go over. But I know Roku's going to cut it right at 11 o'clock. But I'm going to go over because Ruben's in here, and I want to see that.
Okay. I will, Captain, I'll get off now. I will say good night, y'all. Everybody have a great week of work. Have a positive week of work, and remember, keep smiling because it looks good on you.
Yeah, I'll try. But when I smile, people can't see it because I have like an over, like you can't really see my teeth. You can see like some of them. So people think I have false teeth. It's not that I have false teeth yet.
Who cares what people think? It only matters what you think.
Yeah, I got you. And Anna Diaz, you have a good night as well. I am going to go over because again, I got Ruben coming on.
Right.
For the folks out in Roku, you're gonna have like a chop in the programming, but I'm gonna go forward after 2 hours. I want to have this. Jason Dean Hunter, love you, brother. And again, I'm thinking April 15th, 16th for Dallas. I'm pretty sure that I will be out there for that. So hopefully I will be able to see you out there for that.
Yeah, you'll see me. Just let me know when you're in the area, and I'll come get you.
Okay, that's
We'll go out. We'll go hang out with everybody and stuff, and we'll get together.
As long as this is working, man, I can't wait for that.
Me too, Cap. All right, Raider Nation, have a great week. Demon King out.
Hoorah! Thanks again, there. Good to see you there, Jason Dean. And at this point, we are at 1 hour 59:37. So if you are on Roku, you are going to be like leaving in a couple seconds. Okay, just letting you know that. I know where it's going to be, but in fact, it's probably I'm probably gone right now. So having said that, I'm going to cut. I'm going to remove Roku. So I'm removing that. So I did my feed on Roku. So that is, well, actually, no, I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna do that. So let's do it. Yeah, Roku's there. Okay. So and here it is. Okay. So Ruben. Now, I am letting you know this. Okay. We're not on Roku right now.
I don't.
Okay. However, try not to be so much.
I'll speak like an English teacher.
Thank you. How are you doing tonight there, Rube?
Good. Lots of money, but I'm doing good.
Lots of what?
Lots of money.
Oh, you lost some money?
It wasn't that much. I'll make it up right now a little bit.
Okay. By the way, Ed says send it to me.
Oh. He needs to send me his Facebook so I can send him my eCash or my Cash App or whatever the hell they call it, and that way I can give it to him. I tried to find him by his name. He said by his name, but I couldn't find him by his name.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
If he's on your friends list, inbox me.
Yeah,
inbox me his profile link, and I'll click on it. I forgot about him.
Okay. I'll try to get it. I'll try to get a cash because and here's the thing: if he doesn't happen, I can guarantee you to send it to me and he'll get it because he said that too.
What do you think about the football game?
What I thought about? Well, I did not see the Cincinnati game because I was at the RV show.
Okay.
And so I didn't see any of it. I saw.
What about yesterday?
I saw the score, but I didn't see anything about the Bills game. Yesterday, yesterday I turned off the Eagles game because it was such a blowout.
I live streamed the last 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. That was it. There was nothing to show.
Yeah,
Unless you're an Eagles fan, you were loving it. But as far as competition goes, that was not competitive.
Yeah, no, I mean it was I was like, my God, they're just running. And again, Gabe hasn't been in here tonight, so And he honestly said that he was very happy with the way his team played this year because he said, hey, if you would have said at the beginning of the year that the Giants were going to be in the Final Four for the NFC, he would have taken that, and he did. So I'll give him credit there.
I'm seeing stuff right here on the screen. It's saying 49ers advanced the NFC Championship for the second straight season. Prescott, and then his numbers were 23 for 37, 206 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. His fifth game this season with 2 interceptions. They also showed a thing with Purdy, right? Him, and there's only been 3 quarterbacks, okay, counting him. Sanchez and Flacco that were rookies that won in the playoffs. I didn't know that, but they were showing it right now. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Wow, Joe Flacco was a rookie?
It said Flacco and Sanchez in quotes. So only Flacco I know that was quarterback was Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
There's another Flacco out there.
Wow, Flacco is a quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, Flacco was from Delaware, too. I remember that. He went to the same. He was the Delaware because the only other Delaware quarterback that I knew was.
Let's see. I went for the Jags over Kansas City. I lost to my brother, but it ain't much. He's kind of laughing, rubbing in there and whatever. I'll get it back later a different way. But I took the Jags. They had a good game. That running back who caught the pass was ever going to score on that drive. He did a little bit too much. Should have went down. He got cracked. There were 3 guys there. They recovered the ball. That ended that drive. That was a game changer right there in that ball game. That's why they lost. Too many turnovers. You can't do that in a football game. The Giants never had a shot. It was 21-0, and not only that, 21-0 was manageable. You could have came back in the second half, but you guys never got nothing going. They dominated on both sides of the ball. The Eagles, they're a complete team. I mean, it's going to be a good game with the Niners. I saw with the Niners and how the Cowboys and the Niners went back and forth. They always had their chance. They had their shots. They had a lot of them. They blew them. You cannot turn the ball over. And if you do, even though they did, on drive they should have scored, they got stopped. That's why the game was so close, because both defenses on both teams were playing good. I think the first play of the game, Dallas went after Purdy, and they sacked his ass. See, that's the first time that I've seen so far he's seen some real pressure from a real good defense team. Mm-hmm. Now, they think the total numbers were 282 for the Cowboys, 312 for the Niners. They were showing it on our stats. That's what I'm reading from. But, okay, third downs, 5 and 15 Cowboys, 7 to 14 for the Niners, 2 turnovers for the Cowboys, 1 for the Niners. And Purdy, he went, he did good. I'm not going to lie, the kid did good. He's seen a good defense. You better learn that tape what went after him, and you better study that Giants game, because Philly's going to be all over this year. You're going to see them blitz them left and right. That's what those guys do. I predict they're going to beat the Niners. I wrote it up in your chat, and I believe that Cincinnati is going to get Kansas City. They got their number. They beat them 3 times. Kansas City, I take it back. They're 0-4, and I already know this. I haven't looked it up to confirm it, but a friend of mine made a comment, and they said they're 0-4. And somebody else, Williams, that lives in Philadelphia, he's seeing this. He knows what I'm talking about. He said, yes. So they're 0-4. The Bengals have the Kansas City's number. So I expect them to win, and for those 2 teams to be in the Super Bowl. That's who I'm picking to be in the Super Bowl. Now, who wins? I don't know. If the Eagles win, I'm picking them to go all the way. Now, I'm not saying the Bengals, if they get there, they don't have a shot, because they're a good team too. I mean, they went into Buffalo. They didn't have home field advantage. It's a road game, and they beat us in the snow, in a blizzard. I got the times wrong. I thought the game started at 1. So it was 3 o'clock Eastern. That means 12 over here Pacific. I missed the first quarter, caught the last couple minutes, and then I saw the game, and they pretty much dominated them. The Bills messed up and had their chances too. That's what happens. You cannot mess up in the playoffs. That's where you play your best football. Mm-hmm. And I was somewhat impressed with the Niners, with the kid, not the team, but what he did as far as what they were sitting after him. But they got him. The defense for the Niners went after Prescott. They got him too. I was watching something the other day, and not to get off of the playoffs, but I already talked about that. We already know what our team's facing. But I saw something with Vince Lombardi. I'll send you the link. Maybe you'll watch it when you get the chance, Captain. But it was something that Brett Starr said, and it has to do with the players, because I saw 2 documentaries. One I streamed, the other one I just watched. It's about the Green Bay Packers, about Vince Lombardi. Well, I saw the documentary on him where they show his daughter talking about him and how her dad was and everything. And then the other one was came up. I think I watched it on YouTube, and I was watching other stuff, and it popped up. So I said, okay, I'm gonna watch it. And it was about the dynasty that they had back then, the Packers, where they were real good. Lombardi, he played football. He's Italian. He knows about discrimination. They cover that part, but there was a part in there that got my attention about Brett Starr. Okay, he told him. He goes, one time the coach chewed him out. He chewed him out in front of the other players. He told him, and he told the coach this. He goes, do you expect me? He goes, if you're going to chew me out, expect me to be the leader of this team? You can't be doing that in front of the players. If I got chewing coming in me, then you do that in your office, whatever. I can take whatever you do. You tell me, but you can't expect me to lead those guys and chewing me out in front of them. And he said after that, Vince Lombardi never did that. And when the documentary kept on continuing, he also was talking about the way the coach was. Okay, and he made a comment, and I wrote it down.
Are you talking about Bart Starr? I think you said Brett Favre.
Bart Starr.
Okay,
well,
Bart
Starr. He talks about him too, about the tradition of.
Bart Starr was the quarterback under Lombardi.
Yeah, Lombardi.
Hey, Ruben, you're getting away from your microphone. I can't hear you.
Sorry. I wrote it down, but I remember what I wrote down. He said, it's a good feeling when the coach is in your corner. Okay, when you have the coach in your corner, that means he's rooting for you. And when I seen that, I thought to myself, you know what? We got a new GM. We got a new head coach. They already knew what they were going to do, and they kind of said it because they said nobody's job was safe, right? So everybody had to earn their job. And I thought to myself, you know what? I know for a fact, after what I saw about Vince Lombardi, how he was with his quarterback, I know for a fact McDaniels, Carr never had him in his corner, okay? And as a coach, I thought to myself, if he did do this, which I know he did, he sacrificed a whole season to get rid of the quarterback to bring his own guy in here. And he didn't just do that to him. He did that to the whole team. And then I started thinking about Bill Callahan and how when he had that press conference, he called the Raiders some of the stupidest players he's ever coached.
Yeah,
and then when he said that,
in America,
he was out of there. Those guys aren't going to play for him no more. So I'm thinking to myself, I wonder what's going to happen next season. It's going to be very interesting to see who they're going to have at the helm playing quarterback.
I'm going to disagree. And by the way, folks, I'll put my hair because I was hot in here. That's why I had to put my hair.
It is. I'm going to take my machine off to do my hair.
Yeah, I had to put my hair because it was like, again, I got my long hair and it was like my back.
Yeah.
It's hot. But so if it looks like crap because I have it up like that, it's because I don't have a, what do you call it?
Come at home. I don't care what I look like.
But, yeah, looks like. But anyway, but here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to go back with McDaniels. The rest of the team was playing for McDaniels.
Yeah.
Derek Carr was not.
Oh.
Derek Carr was not playing, and Derek Carr has a very he's like, I'm going to take my football and go home if you don't like me. And that's what his attitude is, right?
I can't disagree with you right there, Captain. Right. And he probably did do that, like this guy.
His brother is a douche. His brother is a douche. I get it.
His brother does got a Super Bowl ring. Don't only have as a backup with Eli Manning with the Giants.
Yeah, he's got a Super Bowl ring for fucking. Oh, that's right. It's after.
Hey, you got to follow your own rules there.
Yeah, you got to follow, but because I'm talking about that, he just
it hit a nerve. It just triggered something natural inside you.
Because for carrying a clipboard under Eli Manning, David Carr has a.
I know. Hey, he ain't the only one. There's been a lot of backup quarterbacks that got a ring from holding the clipboard. Look at who was the backup all those rings that Brady got. Who was their quarterback back in those days? They got rings too because they were holding the clipboard.
Well, Drew Bledsoe has a ring for back in Brady.
He does.
Also,
Garoppolo.
Yeah,
don't
Garoppolo. Yeah, Garoppolo does.
Yeah, and whoever was before Garoppolo.
The guy that
Brady was over there for 20 years with New England.
Well, no, not Garoppolo, but the guy who went to the Chiefs, who was the Patriots quarterback. I can't remember his name. Oh, Hoyer, yeah. Right away says Hoyer, yeah. But I'm talking about the guy who got money.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
Matt,
wasn't Green.
No, it's Matt.
The dude who left the Rams.
No, it's the guy who got a big contract from the Patriots and went to the Chiefs. Matt Castle. Matt Castle.
Yeah, there you go, Matt Castle. Yeah, there you go, Matt Castle. Hey, didn't Matt Castle? Did he play for the Seahawks too?
I don't remember.
I think he did.
I don't know, but such is life. Hey, Hot Neil, good to see you. But yeah, Matt Castle, because when Brady, I remember Matt Castle came in for Brady when Brady got rolled up the first game of the season.
Yeah,
the Brady rule where you can't.
Is that when he got his leg messed up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Matt Castle came in there.
I was kind of not to be mean, but I was kind of happy when that happened. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
I don't want him to die, but I'm glad he ain't playing. He's hurt. Out of there.
Yeah, I admit it. But
I'm not gonna sit there and lie and say that I was cheering for him.
No,
I don't do that.
Not at all. Now I gotta ask. So you think now? I'm gonna get the brass tacks. By the way, if you want to come into the show, you better come in now, because after I let Ruben go, because we're already at like 15 minutes over.
Captain's out of here.
Yeah, I want to go to bed. I got to go to bed. Okay.
Yep.
I want to put my hair down so it's not so freaking hot. Okay, so I can take it out of my hat. I know it looks like ass, but
look like a wig a little bit, but it's your hair.
It does look like a wig because I got it like that.
Hey, Captain, at least you're not bald like some of these guys. You got your hair.
Yeah, I got hair. Yeah. But I actually, like when I was talking with Jay Schrader, and Jay Schrader does not have any hair. And that, by the way, Jay Schrader is another quarterback that got a Super Bowl ring being a backup.
He's got a nice shiny bald head.
You got a nice head. Okay. Yeah. But there you go. I'm going to hold it like this until I can't put. It looks like a wig. Anyway.
Look like pirate hair. That's what it looks like.
It's real hair, guys. Yeah.
Well, this doesn't run in your family, Captain.
No, it does not run in my family, which is why I know that my stepbrother is my stepbrother, because
that's a good one.
Not my stepbrother, my half brother. Half brother.
Same mother, different father, or same father, different mother?
Same mother, different father.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it is, but that's the source subject. But anyway, so you're picking Philly,
and
Cincinnati, and you have no clue who's going to win. No,
I'm going for Philly to win.
Philly to win? Okay.
Yeah, I like the way they play their defense. I wish we played defense like that. They go after the quarterback. They don't sit and wait for like third down. They go on second down. Sometimes they blitz on first. They're just a complete team. And Hurts is playing good. I mean, they dominated. That game with the Giants, that game was over at halftime. That's how bad they beat them. They took their pride. They stomped on them. They removed any sort of little bit of hope. I mean, I don't know what the pep talk was at halftime when it was 21-0. If I was the coach, I would probably tell them, hey, did you see that Jags game with the Chargers? Okay, it's possible. We can do this. He probably had to tell them something like that. But when they came back out and they scored again, and it was 28-0, I think all of that pep talk went out the door. Like, we're done. Yeah. Stick a fork in us. We're done. We're going to play out the remainder of the time, but we're done. We're not beating these guys.
Yeah.
They broke their spirit. That was it. Once you do that to a team or in a boxing match, when you break the other guy's spirit, he knows you got his number. He knows he's done. And when you're at peak, you just, today, hey, I lost. I'm not the winner. I'm not victorious today. Get them back next time. But then you learn what it is to lose. And if you don't like losing, you'll do something about it to learn how it is to win. That's when you'll stop losing. And that goes for pretty much everything in life.
Okay. Now I gotta ask because, and I'm gonna ask you this, and I want an answer, and then we're gonna cut it. Okay.
Yep.
Do the Raiders trade Carr, or does Carr get cut?
Carr gets cut. Okay. Because if I'm them, and I know it's a lot of money, $40 million. Okay, what's gonna happen is, if you wait till the last day on the third day and you try to make this trade and you find somebody, or let's say you don't find nobody, then you're on the hook for that $40 million, and you're already telling everybody, hey, he ain't our quarterback. Because even if you try to get him back, I don't think Carr's going to want to play for – I mean, he would want to play for the Raiders, but he doesn't want to play for that coach. And they're not going to okay, can you come back to us? We'll extend the deal for 2 more years or whatever. That ain't going to happen. And if you try to trade him and you don't make the deal, like you said, Captain, with another team, and that team ends up pulling out later on, they're going to be on the hook for a little bit of money, but not a lot. So your best bet right now is to do what? You try to do it within the first or 2 days, because you got 3 days after Super Bowl. You got 3 days. But if you can't make that trade, you better let him go, because he's gonna end up costing you money, and that's the whole reason why you sat him out those 2 last games. So you say because it was money, and it was kind of a messed up move. Nobody liked it. I don't think even they made the decision. They didn't like it either, but they had to do something, because that was the choices you have to make when you're a coach. You have to do something. You're gonna have to make a decision, and sometimes the decisions that you make are not popular with the fans or even with the owner. But you're either going to keep him as your quarterback, which they decided not to. Okay, so who will we replace him with? All they talk about Brady. After I saw what happened in that Bucs game, if you guys really want him to come over to us, did you see how he played? He looked every bit of 44, okay? Come next year, he'll be 45.
No, he's 46.
Was 46? I thought he was 44.
No, he's at least 45. In fact,
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Somebody said he looked every bit of 44.
Yeah, no, I will look it up, okay? Tom Brady's age. Tom Brady age.
I know he's up there.
He's 45.
Okay, he's trying to stick around because of Belinda. He wants to break that record. I already know.
But here's the thing. His birthday is in August. He will be 46 when he starts the new year.
Yes. In August, okay?
In August.
That's preseason.
Right.
That's preseason because the season starts in September.
Right. He will be 46.
And I've read articles and stuff, and Kyle Hurd and all those guys that talk about this and that. I've been watching this more than I usually do, but I've been learning a lot of stuff about them and this and that. One person who's a Niners fan said that if he comes to us, he's going to be more of a distraction with the press and everything. We don't want him. And then what is that going to do to the confidence of Purdy and Lance? What they're going to do to them, they're going to have this guy come in. He's going to live out his dream, be the quarterback for the Niners. Okay, then there's all this talk with Rodgers. Yeah, he always wanted to be a Niner too. And, well, he might come to the Raiders. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of this and that and all kinds of stuff. But there's a lot of things, Captain, that we both know come with that. You get him, okay, fine. What are you going to give up for him? Because the whole reason of doing this was to get rid of the $40 million. And you got to let Carr go. Or he restructured his contract because you have no money for defense. And we all know what our problem was. Our defense was dead last, okay. And a lot of those games, 8 of them, could have won 3, made a playoff. But see, he wasn't trying to really have a successful season. He went in there, did the job. Okay, let's see what I got here. Mm-hmm. And then after the season's over with, we're going to get down to see what we really are. And everybody's going to get to see how he really coaches. If he made an improvement since Denver. Because if not, guess what? He's out of there. The fans will not put up with this, and Davis will have no choice but to fire him if we do not make the playoffs.
Okay, Ruben, land the plane. I got to go.
Okay. Land the plane. Okay, let's see. We were talking about that and the money. Okay, let's see. Well, you got $40 million. You're not getting Rodgers. I don't want Brady.
No, not getting Rodgers.
Let him fulfill his dream. Let him be a distraction in San Francisco. Let him go over there and play wherever. I don't care where he plays. Just don't come to us.
Right, I agree.
And if McDaniels doesn't do a better job, I can see the players quitting on him, not playing for him. And that's bad because you know what? As an owner, we all know this. The coach will go first before all the players go. He will not get rid of all the players for a coach. It's never happened.
Okay.
So he better have his stuff together so that we improve because we have the talent there. We need to get a quarterback. Need a better playbook, better play calling because you can't run up the middle with Jacob. He's not a powerhouse. He's not like a Bo Jackson. He's not going to be running over Bosworth and people like that. He has to pick up speed before he can drill somebody and knock him over.
Okay. So, Ruben?
Who we get? I mean, if we got a quarterback, who do you want to see?
I didn't even ask that. I just said I asked you one question, and that was like 20 minutes ago. Actually,
okay.
10 minutes ago.
Who's going to win?
You said Carr gets cut. That's all I need.
Carr gets cut. I believe that it's going to be the Bengals and the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and I picked the Eagles to win. The upset will be the Bengals beating the Eagles. That'll be the upset if those two teams meet in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And by the way, some old man I saw, I can't remember his name, he betted $2 million on the Cowboys to win. Well, he just lost $2 million. I hope he had a lot of money because $2 million is not peanuts.
If he bet $2 million, I can almost guarantee you he had
way more. Like 10, 15.
He had some money.
He better because $2 million is a lot of money.
Like I said, if he's betting $2 million, I'm sure he is not broke.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's not broke. Okay. Ruben, thanks for coming in, brother. I'm gonna land. Your plane is landing. I'm cutting off the co-pilot. I'm gonna take over the controls, and I'm gonna land it safely. Good. You take care, partner. Always good hearing from you.
You too, Captain. And go Raiders.
Go Raiders. There you go. That was Ruben. Always good to hear from Ruben. Always good to hear from Ruben. But like I said, I gotta go. And we didn't cuss until after we left Roku. If you're here now, please, thank you. Share it. And after the show, put your comments after the show. Put your comments after the show, because it gets the algorithm up and we get more people. I think I am about 30 people away. I think maybe 32 people away from 2,000 subscribers. 2,000. I want to get to 2,000 subscribers. That's my goal. 2,000 subscribers. Right now, my immediate goal is 2,000 subscribers. So, yeah, I said David Carr is a douche. Right away I said David Carr is a douche. He's a douche. He is. But there you go. And thank you, Ruben says hit the like. I agree. Hit the like button. Please like and share. Please like and share. I want to thank everybody for being here. I'm going to bed because it is 24 after 11 and I go to work tomorrow. Okay. So we will see. Like I said, it's only 3 weeks away. Only 3 weeks away. And we'll see what happens with Derek Dallas Carr. See, I said it like Sharif would say it. Derek Dallas Carr. We'll see you next time. Tuesday night, we'll have something. I don't know whether the ladies are going to be here. I don't know. But we will do a show on Tuesday. Probably. If the ladies do a show, we'll do a show on Tuesday. If not, then I might take the Tuesday off. But we'll see. Y'all take care. Be well. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure. Yarr! Philly hosting the Niners. The Chiefs hosting the Bengals. Let's see who's going to be in the Super Bowl. We'll know by this time next week. Take care.